the two Davids were one, and perhaps thought, in the words of her favorite comedian, Eddie Izzard, "Your eyes flashed fire into my soul." I immediately read the words of Dostoevsky and Karl Marx, and in the words of Albert Schweitzer, I fancy you. So, before we witness Noelle and David promise to share their lives, I'd like to say a few words about the hope, the complexity, and the reality of marriage. In its essence, this commitment is the taking of another as a whole, as lover, companion, and friend. We accept our partner's weaknesses, we admire and we cherish their strengths. It is not a decision to be entered into lightly. We do this with great consideration for both them and us. It is important that we remember that we are two hearts, sometimes beating as one, other times at very different rhythms. We owe it to the other to be honest and forthright about our individual needs on this journey, so that the path we forge together is clearly mapped, and yet alternate routes are ready. Noelle and David, it is something so right to say these vows today in the light of your devotion and the embrace of this loving community. As you both know, you've only just begun. Take this promise and renew it tomorrow. Then again the next day, and then again each day thereafter. It's not always easy, and it's perhaps the most meaningful work we will ever do. Because in marriage, two people turn to each other in search of something greater and more sparkling than either could find if alone. Marriage is a going forth, a bold step into the future, an affirmation of a better tomorrow. We take the risk of what we are, and we exchange it for the sake of what we can be, with our beloved, our partner, our ally, and hopefully our biggest fan by our side. We also begin the weaving of a fabric of community around us that envelops, warms, and protects us through life. All of this is something much bigger than ourselves. We are here then to commemorate and celebrate you both as individuals and in your commitment to each other, who you are and who you will be. In addition, we are here to honor the new family you're creating by blending this amazing trio of children, Adrian, Nathaniel, Kala, these treasured parents and grandparents, these beloved relatives and friends. And now I'd like to address you both. David, do you take Noelle to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, respect her, and protect her in sickness and in health, in sorrow, and in joy, allowing her to grow and be happy as an individual, allowing yourself to grow with her and be dedicated to her for as long as you both live? Noelle, do you take David to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, respect him, and protect him in sickness and in health, in sorrow and joy, allowing him to grow and be happy as an individual, and allowing yourself to grow with him and be dedicated to him for as long as you both live? Noelle and David, please look at each other for a moment. Before we do our vows, I'd like to say, I'd like you to please also promise each other to keep your hearts open, to share your thoughts and experiences, to be sensitive to each other's needs, to work together as a team, and to always solve the puzzle together. Excellent. David, please repeat after me. But look at For the rest of my life, I, David, promise you, Noelle.
For the rest of my life, I, David, promise you, Noelle.
I think they want to hear you.
Alright. You, Noelle.
That I will laugh with you.
That I will laugh with you in joy.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Accept you as you are.
Accept you as you are.
Comfort you when you need support.
Comfort you when you need support.
And seek comfort from you when I need support.
And seek comfort from you when I need support.
With all that I have and all that I have.
With all that I have and all that I have.
I promise to love, cherish, and love.
I promise to love, cherish, and honor you.
Okay. For the rest of my life, I will promise you David.
For the rest of my life, I, Noelle, promise you, David, that I will laugh with you in joy, grieve with you in sorrow,
Comfort you when you need support, especially
comfort you when you need support, especially in puzzle hunts, and seek comfort from you when I need support, especially during puzzle hunts.
with all that I have and all that I am.
With all that I have and all that I am, I promise to love, cherish, and honor you.
The wedding ring is a symbol of the circle of love and commitment that unites you today. For this purpose, we dedicate the fit and embrace of these rings. David, please place the ring on Noelle's finger and repeat after me.
With this ring, I take you as wife and partner in life. I take you in goodness and loving kindness. I take you in faithfulness.
Owen, please give the ring to Noelle. Noelle, please place the ring on David's finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I take you as husband and partner in life.
With this ring, I take you as husband and partner in life.
I take you in goodness and loving kindness.
I take you in goodness and loving kindness.
I take you in faithfulness.
I take you in faithfulness.
Noelle and David, we have heard you promise to share your lives in marriage today. We recognize and respect the covenant that you've made. However, it is not a law or piece of paper that binds you in marriage. Rather, it is the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here with each other and before this loving community of your friends and family. On behalf of all of those present, and by the authority vested in me, it gives me great joy to pronounce you husband and wife.